welcome to the Batman Show with me, Batman. As you can see, I'm here in the mean streets of New York, where I live with my mum and dad. As you can also see, I've put the famous bin bag on my head, and you know what that means? It's time to start fighting crime. You know, I was originally going to be called Bin Man, but apparently that means something else. Anyway, wonder if there's any criminals around here for me to sort out. I've got one! Oi!
Your scheduled YouTube video, The Batman Show, to bring you DK Vine Hall of Fame 2016 breaking news. Regular viewers will remember that I am Helmost the Dreadfully Evil. But if you're not a regular viewer, then I am Helmost the Dreadfully Evil. Also, why are you watching this? I suppose I'd better get on with the sodding announcement or something. In second place this year, 11.5% of you voted for Baron von Ghoul from off of Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
If Michael Jackson was the king of pop, then Baron von Ghoul, the main antagonist in Rare's Grabbed by the Ghoulies, is the king of scares. But fans of the series know that the analogy doesn't stop there. Both the one-gloved friend to chimps
Come on, little buddy. You gotta drink your Jackson juice.
and the British aviation enthusiast have another darker, more perverse trait in common. They both have eccentric houses. Ghoulhaven Hall, the Baron's place of residence, is chock full of not only creatures of the night, but rare memorabilia as well. It's a veritable Neverland ranch of the company's history, along with some seriously spooky feng shui. As Cooper, you must traverse this maniac mansion, a place not even Luigi would dare step foot in. You see, the beastly Baron has a thing for antiques, but he also has a thing for kids. And not the way singer-songwriter Raffi or Mr. Rogers has a thing for kids. It's more along the lines of, well, a famous example of an entertainer with a penchant for wee ones is escaping me at the moment. But the Baron kidnapped children and left them around his maze-like abode, and it was up to Cooper to find and rescue them all. Along the way, Cooper was aided by the Baron's friendly butler, Crivens. But by the end of your macabre misadventure, it's revealed that, spoiler alert, Crivens was the Baron all along. That's a level of disguise that rivals the Lord of Games himself, who was actually Fiddlesworth the whole time. Look it up. You end up battling the Baron in a bona fide dogfight in his room as he takes to the skies, well, the floor, in his own mechanized contraption, the Red Baron. He's a pushover though, and Cooper ends up defeating the plotting pederast. It's worth noting that the Baron was fond of wearing pajamas at all times, ones with Banjo and Mumbo's faces on them no less. So, that's the story of Baron von Ghoul. Will we ever see him again? God, I hope so. He's the Gary Glitter of the DKU, and Ghoulies could truly use a rock and roll part 2 of its own one of these days.
Personally, I think it's a disgrace to use the DK Vine Hall of Fame as a platform from which to make cutesy allusions to dead pop stars. Isn't that right, Ghost of David Bowie?
You're absolutely right, Helmost.
Are you staying for part 5 then, Ghost of David Bowie?
Might as well.
Good to know. Well, anyway, we now return you to your regularly scheduled YouTube video. God knows why you're watching it.
What do you think you're doing? You are a robber. You have got an hoodie. And I am Batman. Turn out your pockets. Right, okay. On your way. I'm Batman. Fuck fucking Batman. Stay tuned for me stopping another crime next week. My name's Batman.